Chapter 23. I stand outside the doors of the gym and exhale a long, shaky breath. Basketball practice. Finally. I've been looking forward to this ever since Dad dropped me off at school this morning. It's been impossible to focus on anything, and I've been on the verge of sleep all day. I know what zombies feel like. My body is moving, but there is a disconnect with my brain. It's not working properly. I'm in a daze, moving in slow motion. Since my conversation with Mary, the fear is always close, but the will to care is buried underneath exhaustion and numbness. I can do this. I can play hard and impress Coach. I can make him forget my fight with Travis. Not only do I have to deal with him at school, now he's popping up in my nightmares. I can't escape his torment, but I won't let him get to me. I need to make sure Coach knows I'm steady. I can play nice with Travis if I have to. I'll do whatever it takes to play in that game next week. My grip tightens around my coin. Gathering myself, I enter the gym and stopped abruptly when I see Doc and Sadie talking to Coach. What are they doing here? Coach turns to face me, his expression troubled. I frown, and my gaze swings to Sadie. What did she do? The sounds of the court are usually comforting. The balls bouncing on the hardwood, the squeak of sneakers, the conversations, laughter. Now they fill me with dread. I take a hesitant step forward, my eyes scanning my teammates. They are practicing on the other end of the court, but I know they are aware something is up. What's going on, Coach? I ask as he approaches me. Let's take a walk. He reaches out to me, but I shift away as I follow him with one last look over my shoulder. A deep sadness and longing settle in my gut. Coach and I step into the hallway that leads to the locker room. I cross my arms, then uncross them. What's up? How are you feeling, Shane? I'm feeling good. Why? He shoves his hands in the front pockets of his pants. I'm worried. You haven't been yourself since you returned to practice. Tension turns my stomach. Did my dad call you about my doctor's appointment this morning? Coach frowns. No. Are you? I quickly backtrack. Oh well, it was nothing. I'm fine. If you're worried about my physical fitness, It's your behavior, Coach says. You've been aggravated and short-tempered, even disrespectful at times. I roll my eyes. You're talking about that stuff with Travis yesterday? I'll apologize. He's absent today, Coach says. Okay, I'll call him later or apologize tomorrow, I say. Coach, we were just being competitive. Locked in. It was no big deal. Fighting is always a big deal, Shane. I know you've had a physical recently, but he shakes his head and sighs. I want to make sure you're healthy enough to play in the game next week. I am! Anger comes fast and furious. Did my sister say something to you? His eyebrows shoot up. No, this is my decision, but I will be discussing all of this with your parents. Why? I cry. I'm fine. It's clear you're not, he says, his tone forceful. I've also checked in with your teachers, and they've voiced some concerns. They've noticed a lack of attentiveness, and you've been sleeping in class. Everyone is against me. They've been waiting for me to fail. I spin around and lift my hand to punch the wall, but pull it back at the last minute. Control. I need control. Breathe. I tremble from the effort it takes to rein myself back in. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. I stare at the wall. Coach, I'd tell you if I couldn't play. Losing this means there's no hope, that I've completely lost, that I failed. Shane, I know. I spin around to face him. Don't do this. Don't take this away from me. It's not permanent. You just won't play in the game next week. But you need me, right? You said I'm your best three-point shooter. I'm valuable to the team. What about my defense? Shane. He places his hand on my shoulder to stop my rambling. I flinch away from his touch. Clearly, I'm not the only one concerned. Even your parents took you to the doctor this morning. I toss up my hands. It was an ordinary checkup. My doctor said I'm physically fine. He sighs, and I know he doesn't believe me. I've lost. I need to confirm that, he says. You are one of the best players when you're 100%. My teeth snap together to hold back a scream of frustration. I am 100%. Why does everyone keep questioning me? They're caught up in the past, only remembering when I was hurt. I've recovered. I'm better. Have your parents contact me, and I'll need a doctor's note before clearing you, Shane. Your physical fitness is not the only thing I'm concerned about. What does that mean? Does he think I'm messed up in the head? That I'm damaged? My hands are clenched tight at my sides. Shane, I'm only trying to do what's best. This is about more than you being a player on my team. I care about you as a person. You understand that, right? He stares at me, waiting for a response. All I can do is nod, and it kills me to do so. I want to rage against the unfairness of it all. I want to forget the accident and everything it took from me, but no one will let me. I'm being punished for something that wasn't my fault. I know you may disagree with my decision, but your health is more important than the game. Why does everyone keep saying that? No one asks me what's more important to me. Shouldn't that count? I know what I can handle, what I need. I need basketball. I need to feel whole. I hear you, Coach. I hear you're a traitor like everyone else. Do you want me to call your parents now and explain? No, I'll talk to them, I say quickly. The basketball camp is still in play. I need to convince my parents that I can still do that before Coach gets to them. You okay? He asks. I want to laugh in his face. No, I'm not okay. My hand tightens around the coin. What are you going to tell the team? They're expecting me to play. He hesitates. I'll explain that you wanted to push back your return a week. You're getting one last checkup. I don't want them to think something is wrong with me. Will I still get to practice? I think it's best for you to take some time off until we hear back from your doctor, Coach says, delivering the knockout blow. No game, and now I can't even practice. It's only for a week. Yeah, a week, I say somberly. Thanks for pulling me aside. You're right. My health is important, and I want to be on the court long term. That's what I want to hear, he says with a relieved smile. That's why I said it, even if it's not true. I'm just going to head home, I say. Let me know if your parents need to discuss anything. Okay, will do, I say with forced enthusiasm, even though my heart is shriveled up in my chest. He walks back to the gym, and fury erupts. I storm into the locker room and scream. It echoes off the lockers. A part of me is concerned and trying to calm myself down, but it can't compete with that virus of helplessness that spreads inside me. The walls are closing in on me. I grab my stuff out of my locker and race outside. The chill in the air does nothing to cool my overheating body. As I shield my aching, tired eyes from the glaring sun, I spot Sadie and Doc standing on the walkway outside the gym. Shane, Sadie says, looking apologetic. Don't! I cut around them. What happened? Asks Doc. I swing around. Sadie, did you plan this? Did you go to Coach? My sister's eyes widen. I came to support you. I don't know. I turn to Doc. Did you know Coach was going to cut me? He shakes his head. Is that what he said? I wave away his question. You know how much playing basketball means to me? Maybe it means too much, Sadie says quietly. I gawk at her. She can't be serious. You're different. You're not acting like yourself, says Sadie. I scoff. You don't know what you're talking about. She's right, Shane, Doc says. My teeth clench. You don't know what you're talking about. Tell us what's going on, Doc says, approaching me. I back away. He's too close, crowding me. I don't like it. Sadie shakes her head sadly. Shane, you're doing and saying things. It's even scarier than when you first got out of the hospital. Scarier than the sleepwalking, and she falls silent, her eyes widening. She shoots Doc a panicked look. Time stops. What did you say? I ask. Sadie swallows hard. Her mouth opens and closes. Sadie, what did you say? I ask with an eerie calm. Doc holds up his hands as if pleading with me to listen. Shane, I look at him and I shoot him an annoyed look before focusing back on my sister. Did you say I sleepwalked? I'm so disturbed I can't even get my question out. I exhale and try again. I walked in my sleep? Dr. Lara didn't mention that, did she? Did I know that? Is that something I forgot too? Shane, let us explain, Sadie says desperately. Did Mom and Dad know? I bark out a laugh and answer my own question. Of course they knew. And you told Doc. And y'all are getting on me for keeping secrets. What a joke. No one thought this was something important? Something I should know? My sister flinches away from the anger in my voice. Why didn't you tell me? I asked. Your doctor said there was no reason to worry, that it could be your mind adjusting to being home, or your way subconsciously of dealing with the accident, she explains. How long? How long did it last? I asked, my hands clenching at my sides. Only a few weeks after you came home, Sadie says, her words tumbling out of her mouth. You talked in your sleep. Most of it we didn't understand. You talked a lot about going back to the King, but you hated it there. I stumbled back on shaky legs. King Memorial Hospital is where they performed the surgery after the accident. They think that's the King I was talking about. You were never in any danger, Sadie adds quickly. We made sure of that. You walked around the house organizing things. The kitchen cabinets, the junk drawer. You also bounced your basketball a lot and played with your coin jar. My eyes flutter closed for a moment. All this time. This is confirmation. I was never well. Never completely healed from the coma. There's been something wrong this entire time. What else don't I know? What else don't I remember? What other secrets have been kept from me? If they had told me all this sooner, maybe I could have figured this out, stopped it. They thought they were helping me, but they were hurting me. You never remembered what happened, and she sighs unaware. She's just blown up my world. We didn't want to worry you. You started writing stuff in your journals and things got better, so it didn't matter. Didn't matter? My voice cracks. You should have told me. She walks toward me, but I back away. We thought we were protecting you, she says. I don't need you to protect me. I don't need you to treat me like I'm broken, like I'm not worthy of the truth. What are you talking about? She cries, reaching for me. As she leans forward, her backpack slides off her shoulder and hits the ground. Several notebooks slide out. I freeze, then suck in a loud breath. It's my journals. So she was the one hiding the journals. Well, let's continue on and see what happens next. Chapter 24. My gaze darts back to Sadie. You stole my journals? Those are the ones I wrote while I was in the hospital and when I first returned home. I was going to find them, but everything was happening so fast. I forgot. I scoff, always forgetting. My eyes fall back to the journals on the ground. All the stuff I wrote about. They know now. They know everything. My shock is quickly overtaken by rage. How could you do that? Sadie shuffles from foot to foot. I didn't steal them. I thought you didn't know where they were. You lied to me, I growled. I didn't lie. When you were so desperate to find them, I searched for them. I found them packed away in the garage. I was going to give them to you. You read them, I say through gritted teeth. It's not a question. I know they did. Only because we want to help you, she says, looking devastated. Tears fill her eyes. Why is she upset? I'm the one she betrayed. My blood is boiling. I pace back and forth, eyeing my journals on the ground. I want to snatch them up, but they no longer feel like mine. How could you do that? It was private. Did you laugh when you read about how damaged I felt? Sadie shakes her head. No, what about when you read about how I felt empty and broken? I ask raggedly. Shane, Doc's voice breaks. I swing around to him. What about all the times I thought about giving up on my dream to play basketball? How I thought I was nothing without the game. Doc, you wanted me to open up and talk to you. Are you mad I never shared those feelings with you? Are you happy you know everything now? Doc straightens his glasses on his pale face. His hand trembles. We did what we had to do. We needed to know what's wrong. I'm your best friend in case you've forgotten. He grimaces and I freeze. His words hang in the air. Forgotten? I ask, eyebrows raised. He swallows hard. I didn't mean... I cross my arms. How does stealing and invading my privacy prove you're my friend? Doc tosses his hands up in frustration. Okay, maybe what we did was wrong, but you're in trouble and we have to help. I point toward the gym. Then go back in there and tell Coach I'm fine to play. Back me up. Convince him I don't need any time off or a stupid doctor's note. They trade sad glances. We can't do that because it's not true and you know it. Sadie picks up my journals, and that's when I notice she also has the recent one, the notebook I keep in my nightstand. I gasp. The betrayals just keep coming. I dash forward and snatch away the notebooks and journals. I shove them into my backpack. You had no right to take these and read them. Shane, you wrote about hearing voices and music. A king. You said you've brought coins out of your nightmare, Sadie says. My hand slips into my pocket to hold the coin. I grip it tight. You know that's impossible, right? Asks Sadie. I don't respond. Doc's eyes widen. It's not possible, right? I swallow hard and my gaze darts away. I need to go. We're outside, but there's no one around. But I feel boxed in, unable to breathe. I back away. Are you holding one right now? Doc asks in a hushed whisper. He stares at my pocket where my hand is fisted. Then his eyes fly back to mine. Sadie throws up her hands. What is happening? Doc, he didn't bring anything out of his dream. You're only making this worse. Doc ignores her. His eyes remain fixed on me. Shane, if you tell me everything you wrote in that journal is real and the coin is real, I'll believe you. I'll listen, he says. We can figure it out. They betrayed you. Don't trust them. Not worthy. The voices are loud and clear. Clearer than ever before. Not worthy, I whisper back in agreement. Who are you talking to? Sadie asks, her voice shaking. No one. Doc extends his arm. Can I see the coin, Shane? I don't like his tone. It's condescending. No. My response is quick and sharp. Sadie's wild eyes bounce between me and Doc. It's bad, Shane, Doc says. It's making you different. Sick. Heat from the coin burns my palm. Worthy. Powerful. Precious. Treasured. I stand up straighter. You know what I'm sick of? Both of you thinking I'm damaged or something. That I'm not right because of the accident. Questioning if that hits to the head. I pound my head with my fist. Messed me up in some way. Nobody thinks that, Sadie cries. I'm not weak. I'm still me. I'm valuable. Worthy. Coach saw that until you turned him against me. Doc's eyes widen behind his glasses. Whatever is happening to you, it's taking you to a dark place. I laugh hysterically. Okay, Doc. Yeah, I've gone to the dark side. How do you know I didn't lie about finding the coins in my dream? Did you? He asks, his eyes narrowing. Because writing scary lies in your journals kind of proves our point. My jaw hurts from clenching it so tight. He reaches for my hand, the one holding the coin. Give it to me. I swing away from him. Don't touch me. It's mine, and there's nothing wrong with me. The voices in my head erupt. They're so loud, my head feels like it will split open. My skin tingles, the strange sensation spreading across my body. You're all jealous of me and want what I have. You wish you were talented, worthy, so good at something that people take notice. What are you good at, Doc? With a sneer, I look him over. You don't even really like basketball. You only play because you think it will make your parents happy, so they don't obsess about your weight. Doc sucks in a loud breath. Behind his glasses, his eyes fill with tears. I point at myself. I'm the one with the trophies. Coach thinks I'm his best player. Sadie shakes her head. Shane, why are you saying all this? I swing towards her. And you, Sadie, what do you have? A few posters up around school? You're maybe gonna be in an art show? You're too scared to even enter the contest. I embrace the venom spewing from me. I hope it hurts them as much as they hurt me. You think this is you being okay? Doc yells. You have a problem. Yeah, both of you. Sadie's eyes narrow. I'm going to tell Mom and Dad everything and show them the journals. I snort. Oh, okay, good luck with that. If there's something wrong with me, if I came out of that coma different, it's all your fault. You're the reason I was hit. You wanted to play tag. Remember? Their expressions are horrified. You don't mean that, says Sadie. I'm what? I smirk. Sadie trembles as she stares at me with wide eyes. If you go tattling to Mom and Dad, making up stories about how something is wrong with me, I'll never forgive you. Never. You won't be my sister. I look at Doc. And you won't be my best friend. Doc and Sadie gasp. I remove the coin from my pocket and hold it up. I have this. I don't need either of you. I stare at the coin. The face shifts, the corners of its mouth lifting into a twisted grin. I sense its glee. It's cheering me on. How's that prediction about the best week ever turning out for you, Doc? I ask with a smirk. He bolts forward and tries to snatch the coin from me. Give me the coin, Shane. I back away from him and hold it tight. Must protect it. No! Give it to me! We struggle as Sadie tries to pull us apart. Stop it! He pulls at my clothing, tearing my shirt. Let me go! I shove him hard. He stumbles back and loses his balance. His glasses fall off his face and he lands awkwardly on his right arm with a cry of pain. At that sound, everything stops. The hot anger in me instantly cools, as if a bucket of cold water was thrown on me. I gaze down at him with wide eyes. Sadie rushes to his side. Doc, are you okay? He cradles his arm against his chest, his face growing pale again. I put my hands on Doc. I hurt him. Doc! Sadie jumps up and blocks my path, protecting him from me. Don't touch him! She stares at me with a mixture of disbelief and fear, like I'm a monster. Maybe I am. Stay away from me, I say hollowly. Just leave me alone. I back away, my steps jerky. Guilt and fear pump through my veins. Mary sensed evil around me, warning me. Spinning around, I run, but I can't escape myself. Not even the raging voices in my head can silence this truth. I'm not in danger. I'm dangerous. Oh, that just got intense. Join for the next chapter. We'll see what happens.